All right, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the live stream. It is Thursday, January 9th, 2025. Gonna be doing some Red Dead Online today. Gonna be doing some dailies. Gonna be doing some collector stuff since it is collector month. Gonna be showing maybe some new folks to the game, or possibly if you're new to the collector role, how I go about tackling it. I'm not gonna say it's the right way, but it has yielded me 2.6 million RDO. It's made me to a rank 1000 player, I think probably the fastest way possible. So again, not the right way, but if you're interested in those two things, making some money and ranking up your character, I can definitely help you out with that. So we're going to do some collector stuff today. Maybe get into some blood money stuff. The blood money missions and opportunities are on bonus as well, so we'll probably take a look at some of that stuff later in the stream, much later in the stream. I would like to do my valuables run. Those of you who have been following the channel for a while know that currently on a kick to try and get as many awards as possible under the progress tab. One of those awards I chose to kind of laser focus on is the sell valuables to offense award. So we get about 25, 30 of those per day. Just keep chipping away at that one. It's a real grind, but the only way to do it is to do it. So, Lady Outlaws, howdy and welcome. Good morning to all. Everyone who's watching right now, appreciate you checking in nice and early. If you could for me, make sure you hit that like button. I'm seeing 8 people watching, only 3 likes. If we could try to even that out a little bit, that would help me out greatly. Every like lets YouTube know that this video is something that they should put in front of more people. So the more people we get to like the video, the more people we get to see the video. Maybe some more people come and hang out with us in the live stream chat. So it's like a win-win all around kind of deal. Definitely encourage you to hit that like button, not only because it helps me out, but because I think it helps out the greater community. To me, the busier chat stays, the more entertaining this is for everybody. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. My guy's about to die. he's been in the wardrobe for about about 2 hours now. So let's step outside of the Tumbleweed General Store, which visiting a shop in Tumbleweed is a daily today. I got that as soon as I went inside as part of my normal routine. Karma, welcome. How's it going? Hope you have a great day as well. Thank you. All right, so under the general dailies for today, we have 5 American ginseng picked, 1 egret skinned, 1 long-nosed gar caught, 1 mask worn, 5 non-player enemies killed from the hip, 1 successfully fended off an ambush, and 1 visited a shop in Tumbleweed. Is that 2 days in a row with no PvP dailies? Bro, what's going on over at Rockstar? These are pretty easy, actually. I would say probably the most difficult one you're going to have trouble with, especially in a public lobby, is getting the ambush to spawn in. I'm not saying it's impossible. I just think of all the dailies, it's probably the most difficult for today. The egret one can be kind of tough, too. Let me show just right now where you can get some egret spawns. I may not check these until later in the stream. Daytime, to me, is always the best. You can fast travel to Saint Denis, come across the railroad track here, and there should be some that spawn over in this area of the swamps there. You can also check up by the swamp bayou, I guess, moonshine shack. This area, there'll be some spoonbills and stuff, but there could also be some egrets. You just need 1, so sometimes there's some egrets over on this side too. Usually these are like herons and why can't I think of the other bird at the moment? Either way, you may find some egrets here or here. You could also find some flying around in this area of the map. So there's a few different spots to check. I would say, for me, most reliably is this one I mentioned before, fast traveling to Saint Denis and right across the tracks. And then probably second would be up here. We'll check those spots a little later in the stream, though, like I said. Sasquatchman, good times and good vibe. How's it going? Good vibes, not vibe. I don't know why I said singular vibe. Tired today, man. I'm tired, obviously. Asking a lot from you to like and watch? Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Not feeling too well today. Try listening in while you're out and about. Hey, no worries, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate you. A lurk is just as good as like being active in chat. Like whatever you're comfortable with. Like when I first started watching other YouTube streamers, I would lurk all the time, and even now I'll lurk occasionally. I may not always announce my presence. I do try to watch as many videos as I can, but you guys, there's so many people in the community. Everybody's always live or posting videos and than in real life stuff. I felt bad. I told Rowdy yesterday I would try to pop in and watch him do some Days Gone stuff, and he just happened to be live streaming while we were out doing like shopping, getting groceries and stuff like that. So unfortunately, didn't actually get to pop in with him. All right, so continuing with the daily challenges, we're talking about role challenges next. Mine may look a little different than yours if they do. If you only have one role challenge under this category, if you have two, or if it looks a little different, it's just because you haven't ranked up your role enough. So if you're looking at this, you're saying Outlaws, I don't have to bring bounties in from New Austin posters. I have one, and I need to bring it in from New Hanover poster, whatever the case may be. Just need to get back on that grind, catch up with the rest of us. But for those of us who do have our roles completely maxed out, this is what it looks like. Bounty Hunter, 2 bounties brought in from New Austin posters. 3 bounty targets looted. 3 more than 1 bounty target brought in at once. Trader, 2 goods sold to distant buyers. 2 goods sold to local. Bro, who is doing 4 deliveries in a day? Honestly. And again, I mentioned this on Tuesday. What's up with Rockstar giving us all these delivery dailies when it's collector month? Like, you do you, boo boo. You do what you want. But I'm gonna tell you again. What I would do is completely skip over these trader dailies, unless you're ready for a resupply. Then do this one. But focus more on collector, man. And if you're really dying for gold, even if you're in your .25 week, if you're really dying for gold, go do some blood money stuff. I'm gonna do this stuff just because I like doing it. But I'm not gonna do any deliveries. Like that's insane. Like you could literally, there's like 20 minutes per distant delivery, and like maybe 10 or 15. You spend an hour. You waste an hour doing this. Don't do this. Don't do these deliveries today. Unless you absolutely need to get to 9, you're in your .25. I guess. I don't know. I wouldn't do it. Collector, 6 collectibles collector. Definitely get that one today. We're gonna be doing a little collector run, so we'll get that one at some point. 2 collectibles found with a metal detector. That's coins, some lost jewelry, arrowheads, and then there's like random metal detector spots on the map as well. And then 3 collector maps used. Don't do this one either. I mean, unless you're gonna open them and just close them out or whatever. But there's this tool that I think most of us use. I know I use it. Most of us use. It's the RDO collector map, right? We call it the Gene Ropke map. If you go to Google, you type in RDO collector map, it should be the first result. It's an interactive map. It will show you literally every collectible that's on the map every day. They move around, so you have to refresh it starting tomorrow. But much better method of collecting, in my experience, than using these silly collector maps, which cost money from Map Nazar. So don't do that. June, how's it going? Welcome. Braytek, how's it going? Welcome. Howdy. I think that's everyone that's checked in the chat so far. Welcome, guys. Collector, Moonshiner, drank owned strong moonshine, $200 money made from moonshine sold, and 2 times played with a band for 2 minutes. I would say moonshine deliveries are so much easier than trader deliveries. You can knock that out in a couple minutes. So I think maybe doing the moonshine daily today is worth it. And then last but not least, naturalists. Talk about this quite a lot. I talk about making sure you rank up your naturalist role so that you have these easy naturalist dailies. Only 2 of the 3 are easy today. 7 crafted or cooked at a wilderness camp. 2 legendary animals found using pheromones. And 2 sedated animals revived. I would skip this one. Don't actively go looking for legendary animals. I actually did complete this one the other day. I had Sasquatch's favorite, the Ota Fox, and the Midnight Paw Coyote. So I've only, in my thousands of hours of playing this game, I've only ever completed this daily like a handful of times. So don't go out of your way. If you happen to stumble across legendary animals, you see them on the mini-map, you can hop off your horse and throw a pheromone down, but I don't actively pursue this one because, like I said, I've only gotten it a handful of times. So if I'm looking at this realistically, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then I probably will just do 7 of 9 today. I don't think I'm going to actively go for a 9 of 9. I don't think I have a resupply ready to go, so I'm not going to bother hunting. Maybe if we stumble across enough of these free roam bounties that like to spawn in. We can kill them and loot them and get credit for that one, and then we'll see where we're at. But I try to get my 9 when I can from either collector, moonshiner, and naturalist, and then if I have to rely on a trader when I do. But again, I don't think I'm ready for a resupply. I think I did one yesterday or the day before. No, actually, it was yesterday. So 7 for 9, we'll call it, and then maybe a 6 for 7. Probably a 6 for 7, maybe a 5 for 7 if we can't find the egret, but I don't think that's going to happen. But anyway, there's your dailies. We'll tackle some of that stuff here shortly. I do have this revenue agent roadblock north of Tumbleweed. Follow the channel. I like to do this pretty much every day. I actually did this little routine twice yesterday. I was able to get both the roadblock and the... Oh, there's a card here. Both the roadblock and the poacher mission to spawn in twice yesterday. The blood money thing only spawned in one time. That was fine. I went ahead and did it and got credit for the daily. So I actually got 0.4 gold on that one. So I'll show you this in the hopes that it spawns in for me again today. Usually the routine is roadblock, poacher mission, blood money. This blood money thing, normally I won't do it, but there was a card I needed there yesterday. So I did it, and then I went and collected... Actually, no, I was editing video. I was editing the Ghost of Tsushima Part 1, and I basically just kind of hunkered down over here, waiting to turn it in. And I waited out the full timer. It was like a 20-minute timer. I got 0.4 gold for Blood Money mission where I didn't really actually do anything. Hilarious to me. Zoe, how's it going? Welcome. June came to pop in, drop a like. But all right, June, have a fun stream. I'll try to pop in later if you're still alive, for sure. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started with this revenue agent roadblock. I am closing in on sniper rifle kills being reset again. I don't know if it's quite at 900 yet, but it's close. So I'm getting close on throwing weapons, sniper rifles, melee weapons, and executions. And you can see that here. I have all those pinned. The 900 miles traveled on foot is getting close to. So 915 executions, 924 with a melee weapon, 903 with a sniper rifle, and 859 with throwing weapons. So all of those, if not reset today, probably tomorrow, sometime over the weekend at worst. But let's see how many of those we can reset today as we're going through the stream. Gonna be live hopefully for about 6 hours today. It's technically my Friday, so I won't be live tomorrow. I have some other stuff I need to get done. But technically, as far as streaming goes, it's my Friday today. Thursday for everyone else, Friday for me. See how many of these we can get reset while we're live streaming. Got another great book for me to check out. It's called Way of the Lawless by Max Brand. Roger Clark's company did the audiobook version of it. Reminds me of Arthur was in Austin. Okay. Cool, man. I always appreciate the book. I'll probably get the audio version, you know me. And it may take me 6 months to finish it, but I will. I'll definitely check it out. But yeah, I finished editing last night, part 1 of Ghost of Tsushima. So even though I'm not streaming tomorrow, I will have that video hopefully ready for you all. I'll just have to upload it and schedule it out, which I'm hoping to do this afternoon. I may try to... Did that not kill that guy? I had shot the dude in the back of the neck. How did that not kill him? Get the F out of here. Try to do Ghost of Tsushima story mode replay videos once a week. Probably try to do them on Fridays at least once a week. If for some reason there's a certain Wednesday and I have a video ready to go, I may not hold back from just releasing it. But the gameplay is done. It's just a matter of now going through and editing out the story missions. Bring those to the channel. I'm very excited to actually bring that to the channel. It's a game I love, and I live streamed on the channel early on. Probably within like my first year of live streaming, I live streamed, but I never uploaded a playlist, so that's what the goal is now. To have the playlist uploaded. It's such a great game. I had a great time last night editing it. I did something a little different for my live, not live, playthrough video series. I don't want to give too much away. You'll see it tomorrow, but intro is maybe a little different from what I've done in the past, and I had fun, good time creating it. So hopefully you all enjoy it, enjoy watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. And then yeah, we'll go through them. Like I said, we'll try to do at least once a week, if not 2 weeks, so 2 times a week of Ghost of Tsushima story videos. Still gonna continue streaming Red Dead Online most Mondays and Tuesdays and Thursdays. But I think, you know, Wednesdays and Fridays we'll save for some other video content on the channel. Yeah, it's funny. I saw Wasting Tech was playing it too. I actually left a comment on his live stream. As I was editing my part 1 video, he was doing his part 1 live stream video. So after I was done editing and exporting and doing all the other fun stuff related to editing videos, I just left him a quick comment. I said, "Man, I can't believe I missed this." You know, ironically enough, I was putting together part 1 myself. But yeah, actually, so part 1 is done and exported. I just need to upload it. Like I said, I'll probably do that later this afternoon. And then part 2 I actually just finished editing. I think it's finished. I want to double check it before I speak too far out of term. But yeah, I think part 2 is mostly done and ready to go. But I'll save that for next week sometime, either next Wednesday or next Friday. It's such a great game, man. It's such a great game. Michael, welcome. How's it going? Yeah, Braytech got plat on GTA. Congrats, Braytech, for that. That's not a easy thing to do. I guess the 70 gold missions are easier in GTA than they are in Red Dead, but still, there's all kinds of collectibles. There's like 100 different UFO parts you got to collect in that game. There's online trophies, so I think that's one of the more difficult platinums to get. So shout out to Braytech for that. GG's, sir.
Now kill him. Can't wait to take that gun off your same as I've taken care of pretty.
Throwing weapons, melee, executions, sniper rifle. And then actually I saw 500 sniper rifle headshots there. I gotta make sure I go back and check that out. Oh, we both knocked each other's hats off. Nope, not that. Don't hit that. Definitely don't hit the guts cougar. We don't want to let the cougar out just yet. Make sure we're all squared away before we let the cougar out of the cage. Hey, is it D6VI? D6VI, welcome. That's not a name I recognize. If you're new, welcome to the channel. Yeah, just going around trying to get my throwing weapon kills. These guys are actually pretty good to loot, though, even if you're not working on any specific sharpshooter kills. These guys have good pelts and stuff. Free to donate to your crypts, or if you get perfects, you can hold on to them for selling to the butcher. Sometimes we get a daily for perfect pelts sold. Don't have that today, but I'll pop again, so. Alright. Let's loot them up. Yeah, no problem, Braytech. Well deserved, man. I'm actually hoping to, speaking of platinums, as part of my, no, I'll pick the poacher up. I just want to pick my hat up. As part of my Ghost replay. I'm trying to platinum that as well. Re-platinum that. I platinumed it on PS4. Haven't even platinumed it on PS5. But since I went back and did the playthrough, I figured I might as well go back and get platinum again. I think I figured out what I want to play next. I might continue with Ghost and do the Iki Island stuff. Haven't yet played that. You know, so I think focus on platinuming the main game first, and then maybe focus on Iki Island after that. I want to get back to another replay of Forbidden West at some point too. After replaying Zero Dawn, I think it's only natural to replay Forbidden West. But we'll have to see. That might be a few more weeks from now. And that's not going to be anything that's going to happen on the channel. That's just me. This is Outlaws, the gamer, talking. Not Outlaws, the content creator. Content creation on the channel, it's going to be this. Red Dead Online live streams and, like I mentioned, Ghost of Tsushima story replay. Alright, let's see if we get this blood money mission to pop over here. Fingers crossed. Sometimes it pops, sometimes it doesn't. And there it is. Very nice. So I'm not going to actually do this one today. It was nice to do it yesterday, kind of refresh my memory of how to do that mission. It's a lot of like searching around. But normally, typically, you'll see me just do this. Right into the red circle, to activate it. And then we can do other stuff while the timer's running. Now, there's not a timer on the screen, but trust me, there is an invisible timer that is running. At the end of this, it's going to say I failed it, but I did not. It doesn't actually technically count as fail. You do get paid for it, and more importantly than that, you get credit towards a blood money crime completed. So we'll check back on this one just to kind of confirm it. But it's at 60 right now. I'm in round iteration 6 of this, so I've done 660 blood money crimes. I've not actually done probably even half of that. Most of it is doing like what I'm doing right now, just waiting for the timer to run out. Rowdy, how's it going? Welcome. While we're doing that, we'll double down on some other stuff that we can do. Not much to do out here in the desert. All these general dailies, you know. That's north of Emerald Station. That's in the swamp. That's in Saint Denis. That's back at camp. Or I could go to Wardrobe, I suppose. We can go do that one. I can show you that one. Let's go back to Tumbleweed real quick. I'll go back in the general store. You don't actually need to own a mask. So if you're looking at that and you're going, where do I even get a mask from? You can buy them during Halloween, when the Halloween passes are active, but if you just started your character yesterday, you're not going to have access to that. But you should have access to a bandana. Now, whether or not you want to purchase a bandana just to offset it with some gold probably doesn't make sense at your level yet. You know, 20 bucks or whatever it costs for a bandana for 0.1 gold, which again, if you just started your character yesterday, that's what you'd be looking at. But for me, I've already got the bandanas too. It's 0.25 gold for me. That makes sense. So maybe if you're in like your fourth week, then you consider buying a bandana for this. But the point is, you don't have to have a mask. So even though the daily says mask worn, you can do it. How I'm going to do it right now. Pattern bandana, and then just pick a color. Throw that white one on. You see the gold go. There it is, 0.25. I don't like the way the bandanas look, so I'm just going to pop this right back off. But I've already got credit for the daily. So there's a neat little, fun little trick you can do. Like I said, if you're looking at this and going, wait a minute, I don't have any masks. How do I get this daily done? That's how you do it. Alright, let's go. We need 6 collectibles today. Dude, everyone in this town is so pissed off. All I did was leave the general store. Granted, I may have flung the door open a little emphatically, but settle down. Let's go down to Benedict Point. There's actually a card I need down here. I'm sure there's other collectibles that are in this area, but I know for a fact that the Knight of Cups is down here, and I'm going to need it at some point later, so let's combine this. You can't fast travel while this mission's active. That's the only downside. You can't fast travel while this mission is active, but we can look for collectibles around the desert that I need. In fact, I can see 3 right off the jump. There's one that I'm heading towards the Benedict Point. There's one in Plainview, and then there's one at the little shack just north of Lake Don Julio. Again, if you were not here at the start of the stream, I'm using what we call the Jean Ropke map. Jean Ropke map. I don't know however you pronounce it. Go to Google, type in RDO collector map. It should be the first result. It's an interactive map. It allows you to either show all the collectibles every day, show specific collectible types, like if you only want to look for fossils, on a day like, was it yesterday the fossils were a daily? You could just set it for fossils or just for cards or whatever. In my case, I have what I call my important items list built out. And for now, there are 3 items on my important items list that are right here in the desert. So while this invisible timer is running on this mission, I'll go and grab some of the collectibles I need. I doubt we'll get all 6 of them because the timer eventually is going to run out, which at that point, when I can fast travel again, I would just go and do some other stuff. Maybe we'll do some more general dailies at that point once we can get out of the desert and into swamps and heartlands. So yeah, from here, we'll head over to Plainview, where there's another card that I need. This is the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, at this point, just kind of killing time, letting this blood and money mission timer run. I don't know. I like getting paid for not actually doing missions and doing other things like going collecting. While we're doing that, I'll take a minute to say thank you to everyone for all the support lately. I saw we did over 1,000 views on Tuesday when we were live. It's the first time I've ever had over 1,000 views while I was live. I've had live streams go over 1,000, but usually that happens after the fact. You know, to get 1,000 views on a live stream is just amazing. It's the first time it's ever happened on the channel. I immediately texted Lady Outlaws and I was like, "You just did 1,000 views while live." I've seen like 25 new subscribers already this year, just in first 9 days. So that's exciting. The channel is very healthy right now. I'm very happy. You all should be too. Like I said, building out the community is definitely a goal of mine this year. I mentioned it during, I think, the New Year's Eve live stream, how I wanted to try to hit 2,000 subscribers before next New Year's. So we're on our way to that, but more importantly, and it's not just about numbers, it really is about, like, I want to build the actual community. Like, I want these live streams when I'm streaming for you all to be interacting in chat and, new friends and, new players. I don't necessarily add new players to my game, but I know a lot of you do. A lot of you like making new friends and stuff like that. So if we can all help each other out that way, and the channel is successful at the same time, I think that's a win for everybody. So again, thank you all. I really do appreciate all the support. And